Hi everybody and welcome to this tutorial for Elton John's Rocket Man, a classic tune by a classic pop pianist. You know, this guy is really one of the guys that laid the foundation for this style of playing pop chord-based piano, pattern variations over it, and you're gonna sound a little something like this. And then we're back at the start of that same round, which is the verse, obviously. So the chords that we are playing, the first one is a G minor 7. So this will be your regular G minor, G, B flat, D. Then you're gonna play the 7, which is an F. So this is a G minor 7. We're gonna play that F over here, leave out the G, and that leaves you with this voicing over here. Optionally, you could, left hand plays root notes. Most of the time in the song, octaves. Sometimes you could do 1 and 5, sometimes just the root. If octaves is too hard for you, just stick to the root and else just see what I'm doing. I'm also putting in variations, not always sticking too strictly to these rules, because that is something that I wanted to share with you also in this lesson, that playing in this style, especially like Elton John does, he isn't too strict on which notes exactly to hit every, then you have to hit that one, then you have to hit that one. He also does different things in different performances. So, for instance, if we're going to go to that first chord, for which I'm going to show you the pattern now. Okay? So you're on that G minor 7, and I'm now just playing the root over here, and you're doing this. Yeah? So, together, right, left, whole chord, left. That would be if we'd take this pattern apart exactly, But you could also play. Okay, so now I didn't do that walking up part, and also I put in a little extra, which isn't even in the song. But the reason I'm saying this is that you don't have to be too strict. It's a matter of approach and not a matter of copying exactly. And I really suggest, for this to get a good grasp of what I'm doing, then you'd have to really be comfortable with the subdivision of rhythm. But whatever, that's for another lesson maybe. You see me doing a tiny variation there as well. So, sort of, that's what I'm want to say. I'm not gonna go too strict on these. Okay, so the second chord here is a C, which is a regular C, is like this, and now I'm playing octaves. I'm playing C, G, and then here over here the 7, so that's C7, and even a 9, that's the D. So actually, if you see that this holds very close relation to that G, that's why he chose that voicing, and it sounds good. So there, you see that now I have 4 notes under my fingers. I could do a walking up all the way again, but then I'd have to start at another moment in time, obviously, or I wouldn't make it, so to speak, because then, you see, and then I have 2 notes left. So that's an option as well. Okay, not for the rest of the tutorial, I just wanted to say this because this is the basic approach for every chord, so that now that we've touched this, so to speak, we can go over all the chords and you'll be able to play the entire song flawlessly. Go back to this one. again. So that's, I like to approach the chords always from the bass. You know, the bass defines the harmony. So we're playing G, C, and then again. But then the third time, when you get on that C, is, so you're walking up that bass to an E flat over here. And that's a B flat over D, okay? And then we're gonna hit E flat. So B flat over D is a regular B flat in second inversion. F, B flat, D over D, the third in the bass. And this is then this part where he sings that he's smoking weed, right? Gonna get high, high, high. So that's E flat, regular E flat, first inversion, bass, root notes in the bass. Okay, so the basic pattern over here would be, okay, 2, and you could repeat that over all chords, as you see. Just walk down, yeah. Second chord, we've seen this one, but now, so now we're walking down instead of up, what we just did, right? C minor 7 is actually sort of an E flat over C. So your regular C minor, C, E flat, and G. Add the B flat, then actually it's this chord over C, and then you're gonna invert that by putting that note over there. So the first three. Just stick to that chord. It's now E flat over B flat. F. This is a regular F, first inversion with an A in the bass, so the third in the bass. So then the top notes walk up that, so over the 2 to another 3, or over the 9, yeah? Over the, and then you're gonna go back to. Now you might notice that actually I played a couple of variations sort of to spice it up over here. I'm gonna show you that in the next round, okay? First, let's go to this, because this is actually super simple. Now, the second time that the verse comes around, you play not this inversion, but you play that note over here. So the chords are the same, right? G, minor 7, now with 4 notes over here. And then just stick to that chord and play a C. Yeah? So now we have sort of a C sus. I'm not gonna go into too much theoretical detail over there. Again, smoking weed. But now, okay, let me show you those extras. Over there, at the second chord, you could do this. Okay, so that's a tiny, what he does. So that's actually your B flat chord, although we played this inversion, but a regular B flat. Play from the 2 to the 3, but then in this inversion that would be like this, and obviously we had the D in the bass. And then pay attention over here. Okay, so that's sus2 actually, because it's an E flat, so this is gonna come back later in the song, so pay attention to this one. What I'm doing over at the other stuff is just keeping rhythm, you know, it's a pattern, not too strict, but if you want to copy, then could also do. That's not the point. It's about that sus over here. Then again, I'm actually not sure if we're gonna go to the chorus already. Whether or not that's the case, I'm gonna explain to you the chorus. Think it's gonna be a long, long time. That part, okay? Think it's gonna be a long, long time. It's actually super simple. Just go from B flat. Same trick as we just did. You see that? So it's from B flat to E flat. But now that is the exact same trick that we just did, only now we have the actual E flat in the bass. I'm a rocket man. Okay, so this is the same walking down that we already saw. E flat and then B flat over D to a C7 now. So that's, and it's major, so that's why it's so sounding so euphoric. G, B flat, C, and E. The rocket man. I don't know the words, but at the end of the song he sings, think it's gonna be a long, long time. Actually, that is just going back and forth between those two chords, so that's the end. For here, I don't know the words, but then you just go back to so that year, that is pretty distinct, actually super simple, just the exact chord and hit it over there, an octave up, okay? And maybe even over here, and then go. So that's the verse again, the chords are exactly the same. Then you get to the chorus again. The chords are exactly the same. I have showed you how to play the entire song now. So, guys, that was it for this tutorial. I hope that you liked it. If you did, then please hit the thumbs up, like it, share it, leave a comment, get over to my website if you want to dive into this kind of playing, this style of playing, because, you know, I got a course over there, also a free intro course. So maybe if you want to get into that, then take a look over at my website and get on my newsletter for something free every week. And then I hope to see you next time again. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.